Trev, you mentioned something about a 10. Can you define for me what a 10 is? And you're
As a man or a woman?
a woman. Trev?
Oh, what would make a woman a 10?
What?
Ugh.
Pause.
All right. Well, no, I'm just saying. Like I can consider myself a 10, right? I'm not
Wait,
saying
what?
that, but I could. If I let's say I could, you don't rate yourself. You can, right? If like I could say I'm a 10 if I wanted to. I'm not saying that, but I could say that. You could say you a 10. So it would be qualities that women are looking for. You should know what qualities women are looking for, right? Too. So that's what I'm saying. But anyway, if I'm talking about a woman, do you want me to just go looks, or you want me to go all around? Everything, like everything,
Yeah.
every attribute that I would be looking for in a woman. Okay, well, first it would be nice if she looks well, look right, and fit. Of course, is she a nurturer? That's very important. Do I get along with her? Do I like her? Do I enjoy spending time with her, or is she a nuisance and just annoying? That could be a thing, because you could be around somebody that they have a lot of good qualities, but they just suck as a human being, and you don't want to really be around them. That's one thing, right? Could she be a mother to my children, right? Because I'm big on family and raising families properly. So if I don't feel like she can co-parent with me, and just the fact that she doesn't know how to also nurture children, if she doesn't know how to just, when I'm talking, just to let me do what I do and not undermine what it is that I'm given to the children, right? Because that could be a very bad thing when you have conflicts in front of children. That's another thing. Is she good with finances? Can she manage her own finances? Is she coming with $200,000 in school loans? Right? Do we want that? So you just have to make sure that she knows how to manage things, right? Because at the end of the day, for a wife, right, which is what you would ultimately be picking a woman for, can she run a house if you're not there, right? Can she do things on autopilot? Do I have to continuously tell her, oh, well, I need you to do this, I need you to do that? Or can you just have a cohesive unit where it's like, okay, you understand the assignment just like I do, and we get to it?
All right.
Basically, you just want a woman who has the same end goals as you.
Oh, yeah, you got to be on the same page, for sure.
All right. I appreciate that, Trev. Wasn't a test or nothing. I just wanted to, you mentioned 10. I mean, some people may not
Oh
know
yeah,
what.
yeah. No, I think it's important. I'm glad you did ask that question, because from what I was saying earlier, like, a lot of people are unaware. They don't know, and they think that they might be a 10. But these are attributes that I think most of the men in the panel would agree they're looking for the most part. They might add a little, they might subtract a little, but in general, these are the things that men are looking for.
Lapeef, can I say something really quick?
You sure can, man.
I believe that the list on both sides is cap because I believe women who haven't had a date in 6 months to a year are going to go to Cheesecake Factory. You're so glad that a man is treating
Yeah.
you nice and willing to take you anywhere you're going to go. And the men, uh, I laugh because those are the very women that they are having sex with. So I feel like it's cap on both sides. And I feel like neither side wants to be honest about where they really stand and what they really want. And I told women on my channel the other day, you all are abiding by whorehouse rules. A lot of you all, because you are adopting some of the philosophies from the street and applying that to relationships and hoping that men will respond to you like you are a woman of value. And that's not how it works. And the men are doing the same thing. And I'm like, if marriage is what you want, you need to come out of the dating market, sexual market completely, and talk about marriage. Don't conflate the two. But when in this context, we're talking about dating market and sexual market, and so I just feel like it's cap on both sides. No one's being honest. That's why I hate talking about dating because nobody wants to be honest. Everybody says, "Oh, I don't care about his height. I don't care about his money," and we all know that's cap. And then the men will say, "Oh, it's not about looks. I really care about her heart." Yeah, we all know that's
Whoa,
not.
whoa, whoa! Who has ever said that in history? No, we
Well,
care about your looks. What? Who
exactly,
said
but
that?
you have some men that actually go that far and stretch it. They
Oh
actually
wow,
go
that's
that far and
crazy.
they say, "Oh, I'm all about marriage," and we know that's not true. So, to me, I just, I when we talk about dating, I just don't feel like people are being honest, and I felt like I laughed. I was like, well, let them go viral. Let them have whatever they want. Let them make all the lists they want to make. At the end of the day, it's all cap. Because if you have, like I said, when real time off of social media, things are totally different.
I will say that it really depends on the environment and the culture of people that you're in, because I see women all the time around me. They absolutely care about the money, and they care about his height, and they care about how many kids he got, and they care about his friend group. They care about those things because social media has influenced them to care about those things. And in the same regard, most times men are approaching women based off of their appearance. They're approaching them based off of their sexual appeal, right? Whether you're at the grocery store and you got your hair up, or whether you're at the club, or whether you out at brunch. Like, realistically speaking, we all approach each other with attraction first, and then women start to dissect those other questions, such as like, you know, do he got some money, or looking at what he drives or where he stays. I honestly think it just depends on the type of culture and environment you around, because ain't no woman my age not saying that she don't care about money or height. Ain't no woman my age not saying she don't care about being a stepmom and stuff like that. That's definitely on the conversation table, especially if they don't have any children.
The problem
think
with
with
all of this. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, quick side note. I just wanted to say,
Precious.
only because
we both
Mrs.
interrupted.
Nicole said it.
Okay.
Go ahead. I thought she was done. My
Ladies
bad.
first, bro. Precious. We both jumped in. Go, Precious.
I was just gonna say that a lot of times these lists is what you want. And you have to know as a person what you need, because what you want is not going to sustain a relationship. What you need is what's going to sustain the relationship. And a lot of times, like I said earlier, a lot of people aren't raised in two parent homes. They don't know what is required to run a home, to sustain a home, to raise children, to make sure those children are raised correctly. They out of trouble. They not running the streets. You know, we have to really understand what it is that we need. So there is the saying, do you want a man or do you need a man? Right. And there are a lot of women that's like, oh, I want a man. I want a man. I need a man. Like it's not up for debate. It's not up for debate. I'm used to following. I need a leader. So when you have seen it and you know how it goes, then you know what you need, because that has been sustaining you for a long time. But when you don't see that, when you don't have an example of that, you're literally just out here just doing whatever, picking up on whatever. I remember a girl saying, she's like, I need these Instagram posts because I didn't have a father. And it's like, some of these posts you don't need to be reading. Some of the stuff on social media you don't need. You don't need it. You need a spiritual grounding. You need a foundation. You need someone that's going to give you wise counsel and that's pouring into you and that's going to really nurture you spiritually, so you do know what you need. So you do know who you are. Because if you don't, a lot of women will say, I need this, I need that, but they get in a certain situation. They don't know how to watch their mouth. They don't know how to respect the man. They don't know how to, I think Trev was saying it, or maybe Marcus, I don't know, how to just, Trev was saying it, how to just be quiet and let the man do what he needs to do because he's a man. Right? They want to interject. Oh, well, let me say this, or let me suggest this. And that's cool. And it's needed sometimes. And he probably will consider what you're saying. But some women don't give men space to be men. They think they need to interject, and so sometimes you need a man that's going to say, I'm gonna need you to be quiet. I got this. And you have to be okay with that. But a lot of women want a man to be quiet and acquiesce to their every need or give them everything that they want. And men are, a real leader is not going to do that.